Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's going to be another beautiful but smoky day here in North Las Vegas. Those California wildfires, all the smoke drifts over here, sits in our valley. Normally I can look out my second story window toward the strip, south to the strip, and I can see the strip. I can actually see the big marquees and stuff from my upstairs window. I can't see but maybe a mile down the road today. It is very, very smoky out there. So we have our filters, air filters running in the house so that the smoke doesn't affect us too much. Anyway, we're gonna stay inside and hopefully that'll take care of it. So I thought I'd do a little video. That's right. You guys already know what's happening. I indeed found some Dollar Tree movies that I wanted to pick up. I have five Dollar Trees here in my area, and well, within about an 8-mile radius are 5 Dollar Trees. Out of the 5, 3 actually put out some on the regular day, last Friday, August the 20th. And yeah, today's Monday, by the way. Monday the, I believe, 24th. Yes, Monday the 24th. And yeah, so I picked up a few things that I didn't have. Not a lot of horror in this group, but that's okay. A lot of these things I'll probably be able to watch with my wife because she's not a big horror fan, so I don't get to watch much of my horror stuff with her. But yeah, maybe some of this stuff she'll sit down and watch. So we'll see. Anyway, hey, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. And just as a reminder, if you guys have not checked out my last video, my giveaway video, I am giving away this brand new Harry Potter with this movie magic deal on it. Really cool stuff for Harry Potter fans. And this Transformers the movie, brand new, factory sealed. So I'm giving those away. So get on over there and make a comment and get in the running for that, because it's Saturday, I believe I'm going to do the drawing for that. So yeah, these Blu-rays and DVDs at Dollar Tree were actually listed as August 2021. That's one of them. So I have probably twice that many that I picked up at another store. So yeah, so I didn't go crazy. It's this time around is not a great, as far as I'm concerned, wasn't a great drop. A lot of duplicates from previous times. Although they are coming up as August, they're not new. They're just reissued, I guess, or recycled. So I have way too many movies, guys. So I have to really be pretty particular nowadays, because a lot of my stuff that I do watch and I get from Dollar Tree, I do not keep on my shelves. I just can't do it. As you can, I'll show you. I use a database called CLZ Movies to track my movies. I started using this about 3 years ago, so it's up to date pretty much, but there's probably 400, maybe 500 movies that are not listed, haven't been scanned in yet. I got a big old pile out in my garage that I'm waiting to scan in, and so yeah. Anyway, let me show you what the old geek has in his collection. You can see CLZ Movies, 8,015 movies scanned into my database. My wife is not, I'm not as lucky as, say, Cinema Sickness and some of the other guys that are able to build out whole rooms. I would love to do that. We've got a 5-bedroom house here. I've got 1 bedroom here for my collection and 1 other small area for some more of my stuff. But basically not a lot of bookcases for movies, unfortunately. I have a huge amount of bins. So to track them, I number my bins. I think they're numbered 1 to I don't know, 1 to 100 or something, almost 100. And so in my database, I track what bin they're in. If I need a movie, I have to look and go into these bins. And these bins are all stored in a storage facility about a mile from my house. So yeah, it's not good on this old collector, this old hoarder. My wife calls me a hoarder, but I enjoy movies. You know, that's what I do. That and some other collectibles, obviously, Star Wars particularly. So anyway, that's enough about me and enough about my stuff. Let me show you what I picked up at Dollar Tree and what's out there right now. They're still out probably until this next coming Friday. They should still have some stuff out in your areas. So I've seen some stuff on other people's videos that I have not seen here. So darn it. What are you going to do? So first up, it's not the original Ip Man, but Meet the Master again. Ip Man, Season 1. Ip Man, Season 1, not rated, 471 minutes from 2017. It says, the Wing Chun Grandmaster Ip Man, played by Kevin Ching, spends his life in pursuit of the authentic martial arts realm. Gaining enlightenment throughout his childhood and adolescence, Ip Man undergoes a transformation and becomes a kung fu legend, according to the highest ranks of martial arts. After fleeing to Hong Kong, Ip Man deliberately keeps a low profile, but inevitably faces a life and death struggle, which brings out the righteous and fearless martial artist hidden inside him. In order to inflict one last strike in the ring, Ip Man is heading back to Fu Shan to be victorious in love and battle. Ip Man. I enjoy the Ip Man series, and so I've not seen this one, so glad to pick that one up. And Blu-ray, nonetheless. I did find quite a few Blu-rays. And I got one here that my wife will be able to watch with me, I do believe, that has Lou Diamond Phillips in it, and that's called The Last Train. The Last Train. Not rated, 80 minutes from 2020. It's a crime drama, and it gets pretty good reviews. Two strangers meet at a New York subway station as both are contemplating jumping in front of a train. Since they both can't jump at once, they decide to get together to try to work through their despair. Rain is a stripper who has no friends or family. Anthony lost his son in a car accident and doesn't want to carry on. At first, it looks like the two have nothing in common, but they can't seem to stop from meeting up. Eventually, the two find a new hope to live from their blossoming friendship. It's put out by Echo Bridge, by the way. So yeah, sounds interesting. Uh-oh. Someone's spam calling me. The Last Train. Let me know. Oh, by the way, let me know down below if you've seen any of these and what you thought. Next up, based on its inspirational true events. Yeah, one of the worst things in our history. Escape from Auschwitz. Escape from Auschwitz. Not rated, 84 minutes from 2019. Does not get great reviews, but I thought it looked pretty interesting, and I thought I'd give it a go. Based on the amazing true story, Escape from Auschwitz tells the tale of how Polish Boy Scout Kazimierz Pichowski escaped from the Auschwitz concentration camp with 3 other prisoners in 1942. Pichowski, who was assigned to transfer corpses from the gas chambers to the crematorium, while a prisoner, discovers that one of his friends is on the execution list. He vows to prevent his friend's death, coming up with a daring escape plan with 3 other prisoners that risk all of their lives. So yeah, I think my wife will probably watch this one also. And another one she'll probably watch. This one is Broken Halos. I know nothing about this, but it looked kind of interesting. Not rated, 91 minutes from 2020. It's a drama thriller, and it gets mediocre, middle-of-the-road reviews. Matthew is a former police officer who was wounded in an armed robbery and lost his partner. After he quits the force, he starts hearing people's silent prayers and seeing visions in his dead partner, Isaiah. The drinking he does to quiet the voices gets him kicked out of the house by his wife. After a psychiatrist fails to help him, he goes to see a priest who takes him to the bar where the shooting occurred. The bartender suggests that Matthew answer the prayers he hears in his head. At first, this seems to quiet the voices, but soon things become more complicated than he could have imagined. Echo Bridge. Let me know if you've seen this one and what you thought. We shall see. And you'll know immediately why I picked up this next one. Somehow I did not have this. I'm trying to put together the entire collection of this man's work. Danny Trejo in Pistolero. There's the guy right there. Pistolero. Let's see. Not rated. 84 minutes from 2020. It's a drama. And it doesn't get good reviews, but, you know, I'm just saying. I love me some Danny Trejo. And it's a revenge flick. So, two reasons for me to get it. Latin American mobster Rafaelo, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm murdering that name, puts a hit on an entire family, leaving alive only a young girl named Angel. When Angel grows up, she becomes a contract killer and takes on the persona of Pistolera. With the help of Indio, Danny Trejo, Pistolera sees an opportunity for revenge against the mobster that murdered her entire family. There you go. A little revenge with Danny. Yay. Excuse me, just a moment. Next up, Twilight meets Tarantino in The Thompsons. Now, I already have this, but I saw it this time around and thought, well, I'll pick that up for my cousin that collects now. She's into horror. So, yeah, this is not a real scary thing. It's about vampires, though. So that's pretty cool. She likes vampires. This is R-rated, 82 minutes from 2012. Basically, this is a follow-up to a movie called The Hamiltons. And vampires basically leave the United States and they go to Europe and try to do their thing. It's not, you know, this movie, it's not too bad. You know, I liked it, so I thought, well, maybe my cousin will like it too. So I picked her up a copy. The epic sequel to the Butcher Brothers award-winning horror thriller The Hamiltons, on the run with the law on their trail, America's most anguished vampire family heads to England to find an ancient vampire clan. What they find instead could tear their family and their friends apart forever. It's a fantastic addition to cinematic vampire lore. Not bad. It's worth a one-time watch. Next up from the BBC, 13 Years Captive, Forever Scarred. The movie called 13. Or this, I guess, is a TV series. Yeah, it's 288 minutes long, 2016. Drama, mystery, and it gets really good reviews. So 13 years after her abduction, 26-year-old Ivy Moxham flees the cellar that has held her captive for half her life. But escape is just the beginning of Ivy's story. Just as she's picking up the pieces of the life she was forced to leave behind, a startling discovery leaves everyone scrambling. Her former captor has found his next victim. Forced to confront the truth of what happened in that cellar, Ivy's story leaves the detectives with one question that could be the difference between life and death. Can Ivy be trusted? Maybe a little Stockholm Syndrome taking place there. Let me know if you guys have seen this. Looks interesting to me. And one of the few, looks like one of the few horror movies I found. One called, let's see, How Long Can a Secret Stay Buried? End of Fall. End of Fall is not rated, 85 minutes from 2016. It's a drama thriller, and it gets really good reviews. Wisconsin farmer Jackson Nelson is a man shadowed by loss. After the death of his wife, he and his teenage daughter Emily struggle to keep their farm afloat. His longtime rival, banker Josh Carter, wants to foreclose on their family farm without a thought for their livelihood. Even though Carter's son Josh is best friends with Emily, when a tragic accident occurs, Jackson sees an opportunity to turn the tables and slowly enacts an elaborate play of revenge, revenge on Josh Carter. Next up, it has 2 bonus movies on this one. Yay! I rarely watch these bonus movies, I'll be honest with you. But this is called Gisha of Death. Gisha of Death is not rated, 90 minutes, 2015. It's an action horror movie, and it was filmed entirely in the Philippines. That's right. Don't see many films filmed in the Philippines nowadays. After a spree of bizarre murders, NBI Special Crimes Division agent Tony finds that he is not looking for a human perpetrator, but a demonic spirit that has existed in Japan since a time where samurai and supernatural beings engaged in a quest for dominance. Okay, and it also has Ring of Fire 3, Lion Strike, and Blackjack. There you go. Gisha of Death. All right. Next up, this says it's a superhero like no other. I was kind of intrigued when I found this one. It's called They Call Me Jig. Never, ever, ever heard of this thing. Of course, it's They Call Me Jig from 2015, 118 minutes. Action sci-fi. Actually gets pretty good reviews. It's an Italian superhero movie. Okay. Enzo, an ex-con from the poor outskirts of Rome, puts his newfound superpowers to use, furthering his career as a delinquent, a fact which makes the local crime bosses far from happy. When he falls in love with Alicia, an unstable girl who brightens her dark world with elements from a Japanese anime, Jig, Enzo learns the value of helping others. But what price must he pay to become a hero? Italy finally puts its own superhero, and the results are surprising. Gets its own superhero, and the results are surprisingly gritty and thoroughly enjoyable. Who knows if you guys have ever heard of this thing? They Call Me Jig. Here's another one that I had before, and this one's, like I said, this one scanned out as an August drop, but I got this probably 2-3 months ago, and it's called Final Contagion. Final Contagion. Got that for one of my friends. 104 minutes, not rated, horror sci-fi. It does not get good reviews, but one of my buddies wanted it, so I picked it up for him. A rogue scientist in Chile illegally spreads toxic and biochemical substances by way of contaminated money, leading to a worldwide pandemic. Don't need any more of those. First, the virus is spread in Italy, and when 2 women steal a contaminated case of cash. Then in Kosovo, a transsexual pays for surgery, only to find that all of her injection sites have been infected with the virus. Lastly, a father in Germany tries out extreme methods to save his contaminated son from succumbing to the virus. Put out by Echo Bridge. Next up, A New Kind of Trial with Donald Sutherland. I saw Donald Sutherland on there, and I thought, I think I'll watch this. American Hangman. Not 99 minutes, not rated, from 2019. Actually gets middle of the road reviews. Anything with Donald Sutherland in it, I probably will enjoy, so I'll give it a go. My wife will probably watch this one with me, I'm sure. A mysterious, ruthless man abducts the retired judge Straight. This abductor believes the judge falsely sentenced an innocent man to death. He plans to stage a trial over the internet, with people from all over the world watching. The viewers will act as the jury, and their verdict will determine the judge's fate. Is this Echo Bridge? Yes, it is. Another Echo Bridge. Now, I picked this up. I thoroughly enjoyed this whole line of films. The final chapter in the trilogy explodes. The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. This is the thriller of the decade. There you go. Did not have that in my collection for some reason. I don't know why, because I thoroughly enjoyed The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and the follow-up movie, the second one. But this is R-rated, 2009. It gets great reviews. This is, like I said, the third in the series with Naomi Rapace. Noomi Rapace, excuse me. Under police guard in hospital, Lisbeth, Noomi Rapace, is charged with murder and awaits the trial that has the country gripped. Cut off from all communication with the outside world, she must rely on journalist and former lover, Mikkel, to prove her innocence and expose the political cover-up that threatens to destroy her freedom. In his way stands a mysterious group who will go to any lengths to keep the shocking truth of their actions a secret. Let me know if you guys have ever seen this trilogy and what you thought. I truly enjoy. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was really good, I thought. Next up, this one's probably not very good at all, but it does have Tom Sizemore in it. And I think I've seen it on other drops. I just didn't pick it up, maybe. Atomica. 81 minutes, 2016. Not rated. It's a sci-fi thriller, so why not? This was actually filmed. For a little trivia. This one was actually filmed in an abandoned missile silo in the state of Washington. In the near future, when communications go offline at a remote nuclear plant isolated in the desert, a safety inspector, Abby Dixon, is forced to fly out to bring them back online. Once inside the facility, mysterious clues and strange behaviors cause Abby to have doubts about the sanity and perhaps identities of the two employees on site. Atomica. Very cool. And in my ever-growing quest to pick up as many of these Doctor Who's as I can, there's a Doctor Who Deep Breath with one of my favorite doctors involved in this one. That's right. This is 80 minutes long, 2014, this episode. It gets great reviews. Like I said, it has Peter Capaldi as the Doctor. Excuse me. Starring Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman, Clara is alone in Victorian London with a man she doesn't know, a dinosaur in the Thames, and a spate of deadly spontaneous combustions. The Doctor has changed. It's time you knew him. Doctor Who. I thoroughly enjoy that. All right. Little sports in my life. Yeah. I was so happy to find this. This is amazing. I've watched it on TV probably 5 times, maybe 6, but it's the Celtics Lakers, the best of enemies. Holy moly. I'm a Larry Joe Bird fan, as you guys know. Got my little pop back here. Larry Joe from the Hick from French Lick, Indiana. Celtics, Lakers, 30-30, not rated, 254 minutes of beautiful basketball rivalry. It's 2017 documentary. Of course, got Magic on there, I'm sure, and Larry. There are rivalries, and then there is the Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers. This two-part film not only gets to the heart of the greatest tug-of-war in NBA history, but also shows how their 3 riveting finals in 4 years in the 1980s fueled the popularity of the NBA. Director Jim Podhoretz presents a fabulous cast of characters who would change the NBA and open America's collective mind. There you go. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson are all in here. Of course, Michael Jordan's not on the Lakers, but I guess he does a little talking about the two. Yeah, I'm going to have to find the other one now. There's evidently another one somewhere. When Darkness Falls, a Hero Rises. The Huntress. Ruin of the Dead. 106 minutes, not rated, 2018, action fantasy. Gets middle of the road reviews. 811 AD. A young woman named Runa lives with her family, isolated deep in the woods. During a day of hunting, Runa finds a bleeding man and brings him home to tend to his wounds. As he heals, she realizes he is sent to protect the family from an approaching evil, something dark and sinister that will change her life forever. Huntress, Ruin of the Dead. Pretty sure I've seen someone else pick that up. And last but not least, maybe, this is probably not a very good film, but something my wife and I can laugh at, probably. Something called Best Night Ever. I rarely get these comedies. Excuse me, R-rated, 2013, 82 minutes. And it gets okay reviews, evidently, so that's why I picked it up. This is about a bachelorette party that turns out to be more than they bargained for here in Vegas, as usual. Determined to keep their bachelorette party dreams alive, the girls band together and embark on the wildest night in bachelorette party history that is destined to go down as the best night ever. I don't know any of the women in it, or girls, whatever you want to. I guess they're women by this time. Anyway, Vegas, party town. Let's go. All right, that's it for this little haul. Got a couple more Dollar Trees to check out today, and hopefully I'll find a couple other things, and I'll share those with you guys. So, hey, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for everybody that does subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, you're eligible to get into my giveaways. So, like I said, check out this recent one, and I've got another one coming. Yet another this weekend. I'm not real sure what it is I'm going to give away, but probably some horror stuff this time around. I'm going to try for some horror. So stay tuned. So again, thanks so much. Until next time, you guys keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you. So until next time, peace.